Hello everybody, I'm Jackiekcooper and my entertainment rundown for today is a review of the film The Two Popes. And this is a film that stars Anthony Hopkins and Jonathan Pryce. They both became popes of the Roman Catholic Church. Anthony Hopkins plays Pope Benedict and Jonathan Pryce plays the cardinal who becomes Pope Francis. And this all takes place back around 2012 when the man who will become Pope Francis has decided that he is going to retire as a cardinal. And he contacts the Vatican, contacts Pope Benedict, and asks for a meeting because he can't retire unless the Pope gives his blessing. So he sends a letter off to Rome, and almost immediately he gets the notification that he is being summoned to the Vatican to meet with the Pope. And he goes there and he makes his plea as to why he wants to retire. And then Pope Benedict, played by Anthony Hopkins, comes back with the real reason that he summoned him to Rome. And that's the plot of the film. But this film is basically a two-character dialogue. They're in different settings, in different rooms, etc. But it's all, the movie is the script and what these men have to say to each other, what they reveal about themselves. And it's like watching a tennis match, Anthony Hopkins pops it over the net and Jonathan Pryce pops it back over, and they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until one person, wraps up the scene. And these two actors, Hopkins and Pryce, are at the top of their game. They are really good in making the dialogue become the movie. And if you want an action film or something like that, this is not the movie for you. But if you want to see acting and dialogue and an engrossing story, again, if you're into it, then you're really going to have a good time with it. I know that there will be people who say, I don't want to just sit there and watch two actors talk for 2 hours or more. But it does have some flashback scenes when Jonathan Pryce's character begins to go into why he wants to retire as a cardinal. There are things in his past that having to do with he's from a Latin American country, and there have been military takeover of the country, and he feels like he didn't do enough to protect the people that were there. And so there are some scenes about torture and all that are in his past that occurred. But the film is rated PG-13 because of these scenes of torture. I scored the film 6 out of 10. It's above average just because of the acting. I can't say this is a movie that people are going to rush out to see. I think it's even available on Netflix now. I think it had a short run in theaters, but now it's available on Netflix, and it is of course based on true events, so that makes what's happening on screen even more interesting. So The Two Popes, rated PG-13 for some scenes of torture, gets a 6 out of 10 for me, above average. I really admired the acting that was on screen, so that's what earns it. It's 6. So reach and hit the subscribe button. We want you to be a part of all the movie reviews that we've got coming up in the future, and we have a lot of them. But for today, Jackiekcooper's Entertainment Rundown has been a review of The Two Popes.